Hello, welcome back. So, in my previous video, I mentioned I gave you an update on the progress learning space engineers, and I mentioned that we will be digging like horizontally this time. After we made this elevator, I can't raise the elevator now because there is a lot of stuff going down there. So let's go ahead and check what's underneath. So, oh crap! Did I kill? I just killed myself. Never do that again. Let's go and grab my stuff. There you go. Safe landing. Grab my stuff from here. As it tells you, like, I'm really new in this game, so let me just drop this away because I don't need them. And this as well. Grab these are upgraded, as you can see, so kind of much better. And I have the hydrogen bottles. I have 3 of them. This one does it allow? Yeah, it doesn't allow me to transfer everything. I don't know why, but it's not a big deal. So I think we can leave this for now here. Now let's look at what's happening here. Let me switch to third person. Can I maybe go back? And then if we can zoom, I can zoom back, unfortunately. But so what I did, if you want to see this without this construction, you can just look into my previous videos, like 14 minutes long. I had to dig here. Our plan, we're going horizontally this way and this way because we have gold in this side. I think gold and silver, and we have gold and some magnesium. Magnesium is really far, so probably we're gonna go this direction and then turn left. So this construction here, we're gonna keep digging, but also I want to see if I can, make this automated, like with a projector, so I can construct like a nice, better tunnel, or so I can drive through to that location. I have a mining location there. It's like 2 kilometers away from me, and same apply for this direction as well. And we will cover these walls, the entrance for this cave, you can say. So it will be much better looking with lights as well. This is my journey for learning, or this is how I want to learn space engineers. So let's move on to the next step. I will do that after I build this. I'll see you next. All right, I just removed everything from the initial setup. Now this might look complicated, but it's not really. It's just like expandable piston configuration, you can call it. Let me go inside here to show it to you. Maybe go up here. So these pipes, or these pipes, they're not. Yes, they work as I did one layer, as you can see. Performance issue. I don't know what's that. Maybe because there's so much details here. This layer of I added this because I wanted to expand this, extend this pipe to support, because it's really heavy. So the way I do it, before I disconnect, first I attach this piston here. We're gonna remove this piston here with a hinge. It's not a hinge, with a rotor, because this rotor has a really nice feature, very smart feature, where you can attach and deattach, and then you can remove. So you can actually use your rotor as like temporarily, just to hold some structure if you want. Same apply as well as this side here. So I have 2 pistons just holding the structure, and then once I install them, I remove the old setup. So now you don't have to rebuild the drills again. Now for the new setup, I made the same, made use of the same idea, this collapsible, or shrinking, you can call it shrinking, or collapsed pistons configuration, which I use for extending the elevator. So now I have compact 3 pistons. Those can extend as far as I want inside, deep in the tunnel. And as I said, these arms here with the pipes are just for supporting this heavy weight. We're gonna remove this for sure because this was the initial setup. And then, actually, you know what? Let's just remove it now because we don't need. And then one excuse me. This like symmetric shape, symmetric configuration, I can call it, as you can see here at the bottom and the top. So these 3 pistons connected to a conveyor box. Each piston, the first piston or the base piston in both sides. And what we're going to do, we're going to bring a connector or pipes as well from here and here. Because if I remove this frame, this thing is gonna fall down, collapse. My work just can be a very bad day. What the plan is, we need, I have a connector there. I need to connect a piston with a connector end that expand and attach to that connector. Why we need that? For simple reason, because I want this whole thing, like this whole engine, to be moving when it's on its own, like by itself. So that's the head part of the engine. It's gonna be a giant engine, like very big tunnel boring machine. Because I don't have too much space, I want to open that area, and then I will have another part which will come here. Another part which will come here, part of this big machine. It will have this welder and grinder. So it will grind this connector, use a projector to project a new connector at that point inside the tunnel. And then we move the whole structures with another piston, maybe 2 pistons, so we move this whole structure inward. Then those drills will have new position where you need to drill, and the rest of this other part, so part A, and this is part B here. Part B will follow with this piston, which is gonna follow the structure and keep moving. It sounds like a worm movement type. I saw this in a couple of videos people doing, but I'm doing it in my way this time. And yeah, so let's do this, and I'll see you once I finish. Hopefully I will finish and it will work. I don't know if it's gonna work, but we will see. All right, I just fired the system, and it's going very well, I must say. Like you see, extended, it's making noise because of vibration on that this heavy load. Let me get away from the noise. Those drills are very heavy. So as you can see, there is now, let me just try to align myself. Let's get down here. There is this piston, which will be automated later as a connector, and is transporting all the stuff to the cargo outside. We will not be dependent on the storage, the external storage state, what we will build here. So this is the plan, as I said. That first part with the drills, part A, I call it. It will have maybe I'm thinking like having wheels support, so when it detach from this side, it doesn't fall on the ground or misalign the pistons. That's the first idea. And then part B here, this is gonna be bigger. I need the spaces where I drilled inside. Now I have enough space to move everything here a little bit forward, and then I will have the welder and the grinder to keep constructing this structure of the tunnel. And also I'm thinking like when we have enough room, so remember I put like 2 wheels there, maybe I put 4 wheels as well for part B, and I'll have big industry container, cargo container, and then maybe have a refinery and assembler as well. So it will be like and batteries, and it will recharge from these connectors. That's pretty much the idea. To make it like self-sustained, self-producing machine or so. I don't have a name for it, but hopefully this will work. Let's see if we can accomplish this mission, and let's keep doing that. All right, here another update, quick update. So I tried, I spent like several hours to put a second wheel here, but unfortunately, because this piston which is holding this big structure, this one and that one in the top, I can't, it's too late already. We can disattach without doing a lot of work, like installing support piston to hold the structure and then change the location from the back. It's just too much work. That's the first mistake I made. The second mistake I made, the number of drills on this axis, I think they are 8. And 8, I mean, ideally I wanted to have odd numbers. I didn't pay attention to it actually. Why odd numbers? Because if you put odd numbers, then you can build from the center some kind of support axis for the wheels on both sides. But now if I place the second wheel here, it will be, I tried that already, it will be hitting this wall here, and I tried another wheel going over the piston, but it was attached to the wall, and I couldn't move the pistons anymore. I couldn't move the whole thing. It just didn't refuse. And then I decided to, okay, let's use just one. In this case, one wheel. Make the strings support. I think they call support or string stronger, and lower the axis, the offset of the axis of this axle. It worked. It kind of worked. The second update is now these are the welders, and I want to have this kind of structure to be projected later, like in front of this machine here. Sorry. So the projector, where the projector is going to sit? The projector is going to sit somewhere here, projecting backward, because the drill is going to, open the tunnel in this direction, and then the projector will be that side, projecting there. But I wanted to have, what you call them? Actually, the projector will be on that side. Yep, on part P. I didn't build part P yet, and I don't know how to build it until now. We have to think about it. And while the drill is digging, moving forward, these welders will build the projection or the blueprint. So the projectors, I can't talk. The projector is sitting on that side, like imagine that flashlight or headlight there is a projector, will be projecting this structure forward, and this drill is coming from the back, or the welders are going to just build it, tick, build it until they reach the end here. On that side, on B, there will be some kind of a few welders and grinder, because I want to have this like connector, because we're gonna deattach from this connector and we move everything on B side, part B or section B forward. So we ideally want to have another connector here. So that's will be the function of the welders on that side. So that's how it's going to work. Let's hope it's gonna work, this thing. I'm not sure. Otherwise, I'll be spend a lot of hours. But we learn from mistakes. Yeah, I mean, I made several mistakes here, and in the future will not repeat them, hopefully. So this is a quick update. We'll continue this build and see how it goes. Okay, now as you can see, you remember I called this part section B on the driller or the vehicle, this big machine. and that's part A. So as you can see now, part B has no support anymore. Like it's just hanging by itself. Like if I can fly a little bit, it's hanging like this. So there will be a lot of components will come, but we can't place them on this side here because those pistons, those collapsed pistons, when they come back, when they retract, they can occupy this space here. So we need to have in the back here, like, you know, like wheels and so on. And probably I will build, as I said, the refinery and assembler. So on batteries, we need to place batteries, lots of batteries here to support the electricity, the power for this. So now in this part, what I did on part A or section A, as you can see, there are now pistons coming from here, and they have magnet. The magnet is active now, and that's what holds this entire structure actually are these two pistons. And I was surprised actually it hold all of it, which is really cool. Very smart game, as I said, always say. So you can do this. Maybe I encourage you to play this game. it's just fun, to be honest. It's kill time, but it's very reliable, very stable, no bugs, nothing. And as you can see now, it's according to what the dev team develop or build, is actually working exactly as intended. So this magnet and these pistons are supporting the entire structure basically. So now this, what happened here? What I imagine will happen is, they mentioned earlier, there will be a projector sitting on that slide projecting this type of grid forward, right? And the pistons, initially their positions, the drills, which is attached to the pistons for sure. Initially, they will be somewhere here. And the drill will be going and eating on the digging the tunnels, going this direction. While going there, remember the projector is projecting the structure. These welders, they will be active, and as we going forward, we be building the structure, this one structure here. So that means when we reach this point, the pistons are fully extended. We can't move forward. These guys will come down here, and because we already have the grid and we welded with these machines, they will have enough metal or support to attach to metal, basically like magnet, and will hold this whole structure. All right, so what's next then? The next thing is we get this part here, part B. We don't need to build any pistons to push them. These pistons, when we reverse them, they will just retract, because that's that section there can't move anywhere. This will go and retract in that direction. And as I said, this looks like a worm motion. If you see a worm in the garden or somewhere, they move like I can't describe it because you don't see me, but it will move like a worm basically. I think it's not my idea, by the way, because I've been watching tutorials, but the design is mine for sure. But the idea, I think people already, came up with these ideas, very cool ideas, and I just watched them, just enjoyed when I was trying to introduce myself to the game, and I enjoyed what they building. So yeah, this is the first section. Now let's go ahead and build the B section and see how it goes. All right, I'm recording this part on the next day. So yesterday you saw me doing all this stuff in the early in this video. So today I woke up morning and was thinking about this project, and I was thinking like, hey, actually, you know what? I don't need to have the pistons go to attach to the rotors on this drills or set of drills. Instead, I want to have it independent. Like this whole section here is just pistons. They move forward and backward. And then I can replace the entire head of these drills with whatever shape I like. And how I can do that, the first thing I will do is still building it, but here's the plan. There will be another front wheels here, same as that one in the back. Actually, I did some stuff here. I can show you quickly. Like I add a few, like 2 wheels on this side here. Now this thing is hanging on the connector. Like if this connector get loose, everything will collapse. So to avoid this in the future, or just in case, we're going to, instead of this light in this, I put this light just temporarily. I will put pistons with magnet on both sides, similar to those. So whenever this thing is stopped and pushing the pistons, it gets support from these magnetic pistons. So they will come to the here, attach with magnet, and they will support the vehicle. So that's just in case. But in reality, I don't need them because I will have the front wheel also supporting this. I think if you put pistons with magnet here, because these wheels might, they have some like unstable ground, and then they might shake the pistons. I don't want that to happen. This will keep the piston steady, like in single or stable angle towards, like, while we're drilling. So that's the first part. And then these 2 wheels, they will have 2 hinges, and then those what you call them, the rotors to hook up on these drills. Why I'm thinking about hinges? For a very simple reason. I discovered that the gold level is slightly like a few meters underneath. With hinges, I'll be able to steer this drill, like to go down slightly with some angle, or to go up if we want to get out of ground. That's what I actually didn't think about that early, but now I'm thinking about it, and that elevator is not enough to carry this whole machine. So instead, we can just have the hinges to point up, and we just keep pushing. And drilling might take some time, but eventually you will get out of the ground, underground, sorry. So that's the design which I'm going to continue building, and I just thought maybe I give you an update quickly before we proceed into this video and continue the build. Let's do this now. Okay, guess what? I recorded this whole thing, and I just discovered after I stopped recording that my microphone was muted. Yes. The shift happened. So this design is finished, as you can see. So now let me walk you through quickly what's happening, what's going on here. Let's start from the drillers. Set of the drillers, nothing special there, but and also there is set of welders. The plan is to let these welders like construct, cover the whole tunnel basically with whatever we want. Now there is if I can go here, maybe oh no, oh crap, I pressed the wrong key. This pipe here has no function except support holding this piston. The function of this piston basically is let me just get down here, is to when the drill, as you know, these collapsible drills, when they expand, like fully extend, there is a limit. We want this section here to stay firm, like fixed, doesn't move. So this piston will automatically come down, and this magnet will activate. I'm assuming that this floor will be built already by these welders. They seem too close, to be honest, to the ground, and I'm not sure if it's gonna work or not, but hopefully I'm new to this game, so I will test it. Hopefully there will be like metal for this magnet to grab on it, so it's barely hanging here because I just made this manually. Now for the other part, let's see if I can go back here to this location. Now, this is the design I mentioned earlier. I want to just have this section to be like kind of independent from the drillers. Before I was holding these wheels with the driller. If you remember, there was one wheel on the left. Now they're independent. They're actually part of these pistons. So they expand, they extend, and they retract with the pistons. In the front here, as you can see, there are two rotors. These rotors. We use this feature. You can unattach them, and if you want to change the head, the driller head, you can build the drill type you want, but just make sure that it has a pipe to transport the whatever you mining, the ore, whatever, and it has this like a rotor head that allows you. So 3 things: rotor head, pipes to transportation, and also the piston with magnet to hold your drill structure. And then we just bring the vehicle towards this, and then click attach or hit attach. It will the rotor, and it will automatically lock these rotors. I can't talk. Now on this section, the axle, the front differential axle, you call it. It has these boxes. They all support the wheels, and at the same time they allow transportation. And I just put these lights here because it will look cool, I think. Actually, I think it looks really cool. With the wheels, I can zoom out. So now for this section A, if you remember, we call it section A. I just realized or discovered something that this pipe broken or detached for some reason. Not sure why, but it didn't destroy the whole design. Like the design is still working with just a single set of pistons, which gave me an idea, like maybe these 2 set of pistons are just overkill. I think so. I agree with that. So in my future design, I will avoid this. This is the first thing I will avoid. There are a couple of things I will avoid in the future. And now we go to section B, which contains the collapsed design pistons, and it has a new details. Now I add to section B. The first part is these pistons here. They have magnets. So what's the function of these pistons? When I have the whole system or these old pistons collapsed, and the vehicle now is in like shrinked to this point here, I want to push that side and extend it. So I will drop these pistons. There are 2 of them, one here and one that side, and activate the magnet. So this section B will be firm and fixed on this location here, and we will unlock the front piston, the front magnet, sorry. So now when you push those pistons, it will push the entire structure forward while keeping this section B fixed on the ground without moving. Maybe there are other better mechanisms than, looks like almost night now, other better mechanisms than using magnet and pistons. If you know any better locking mechanism, I know there is the landing gear, but I don't know, it looks ugly, to be honest, in this design like this. But if you know another mechanism, please let me know. Let me know in the comment. So this is the first part. Can I go? No, I cannot. Oh, I am stopped. Oh, I can. Okay, here we go. So this is section, the other part of the pistons. Now the vehicle is still almost naked. Nothing here really, to be honest. If you remember, there were like 3 batteries. I removed these 2 because apparently it interfered with the pistons when it's collapsed here. So it's running on only 1 battery now, but it's more than enough for this machine. I installed this cockpit just to steer the vehicle, because at some point I needed to pull the vehicle outside, like push it all the way back to align my pistons, my rotor with the heads. Now for this part here, which we need to figure out how to do this. There should be a connector like that to here, so whatever I mine with this big machine, because they're going to produce a lot of material, we need to push them to the storage outside, like outside the, all the way. If we go outside There is plenty of storage, as you can see here. So we need to push them outside. Also, we have the refinery and assembler. I'm thinking of having a refinery and assembler on the machine itself. Let me see my HUD. Okay, we're good. But now I'm kind of I need to figure out how to do this, to be honest. Like how far, or we need to have good alignment with this connector, the driller connector and the storage connector. So the driller connector has a piston that will retract whenever this section B is moving forward, and will expand whenever section B is fixed. So we need to do some kind of programming. The second thing that I think also overkill, like the two pistons, the two set of pistons, is this magnets or this piston. I think you only need one because they're very strong enough to hold your entire structure. What else? Another problem appeared for me. This is the third problem. Is this vehicle is kind of a little bit wide. So these wheels, for any reason, if you have anything sticking out from there, they're gonna hit those boxes there for sure. I'm gonna remove them. It will not move. Even with these old pistons, they're not strong enough. I don't know if there is a configuration you can jump. You can increase the strength of your. I can't jump. You can increase the strength of your pistons to push your vehicle regardless whatever obstacles you have in your way. I'm not sure about that. Let me know if you know if there is a way I can make the pistons stronger enough to carry this whole vehicle, even if there is something in the front of the wheels. Maybe we should configure. Okay, we'll figure it out. I don't want to waste too much time talking with I don't want to waste your time. I mean what I mean. And now the last thing I regret also in my first design is that you need the light. The number of blocks here are even. There I think 4 of them, which is really stupid mistake I think I made. It's not a mistake, I just didn't know, to be honest, that I will run into a situation like this. So there the same happened, if you remember, early in the video I mentioned, like, I wish if I had this set of the best drills, maybe even odd number. Same apply for the vehicle widths. I need to make them odd numbers in the future, so I will have maybe, like, if situation like this arise, I can bring those wheels to the center, so I have one single box in the center, and I will have enough clearance on the sides for these wheels to move freely without any problems. Unfortunately I can't do it now because these are 2 of them here. If you take one, it will not work. Even it might work with one side, but it will not work with the other side. And honestly, I don't know how to solve this. Maybe we can have pipes coming from here and pipe coming from here, and then they meet in the center, and I have like a single box in the middle. I don't know. We'll I'll figure it out, and I'll keep updating my videos for this. So that's for now. This is the first design on this beautiful game. I think it's like excellent game, to be honest. It makes you think. Sure. Thank you. I talked enough. I think wasted too much of your time. I apologize for that. Please consider subscribing if you think that was worth it to subscribe. I appreciate it. And I will see you in my next video. Let's see what we will do next on this game, and how this result will come out in the future. Have a beautiful day. Thank you.